If I was to choose a British person or an American person to talk to, which one would I choose? American. And you know where I'm going with that. Okay, so this isn't really a advice video, it's more of like a sort of a self-discussion. For those of you who click this video and suddenly assume that, oh, this is a brown guy, he's not British. Because I was brought up here, so I can give my view on it. And as a person who lives in England, everyone's mixed, because Britain itself is a diverse culture. What do I think of the American accent? Okay, so I don't know, but for some reason, say an Aussie accent, a New Zealand accent, a South African accent, even though they all sound interesting to me, I wouldn't be as drawn into them as, say, American accents, and I don't know why. I think it might just be me. Personally, I really like the American accent because it's different, just like Americans like the British accent. It's different and it sounds nice. So whenever someone speaks, I'm automatically drawn into them more. And sometimes even if I'm going to a superstore and then Americans are talking with each other, not purposely, but I can't help resist myself not hearing what they say just because of the way they sound like. I think that the way Americans talk, they do this voice thing I can't really express, but in the way they speak with high and low tones. The real question is, what do you think of the American girls? I don't know what that was. People over there look like people over here. And even in style-wise, people over in America have similar styles to people over here. It's all this trend that goes around. Okay, so one thing that Americans I know do think is that they think that people here dress nicely. The weather here is unexpected, so one day it might be rainy, the next day it might be sunny, then suddenly by night it'll be snowing. Hence the beard, to keep me warm. So I haven't met the whole population of America. But I think that people in America are much more friendly. I mean, there's a lot of prank videos on YouTube, and just from that and the experience with meeting people I've met of Americans, I've realised that people are so much more friendly. They take pranks well. Over here, if someone did the same pranks, if someone did the same prank to me, I don't know how I would react, but it would not be positive. I wouldn't be laughing by the end of it. I would A, cry, B, cry, or C, get angry. I wouldn't be like punching him and beating the crap out of him. I'll be like, why'd you do that for, you? Over here, people are more serious, way more serious. Hi, my name is Ali. If I said that, a person would look at me weirdly. I get away with it when I talk to Americans, and I know that it can't just be because of me. I'm pretty sure the culture's like that there. Yeah, Zaneb, I need your help. Zam, do you want to be in my video? Okay, if you're American and you're watching this, you must have seen YouTubers, especially British YouTubers. And I just need to clarify one thing. The accent they have on their videos is not what represents this whole country. First of all, every country has in its own states and counties different types of accents. When I watch these British YouTubers, I've never heard such a British accent like theirs. It's so strong. And the posh isn't the right word, but it's just really strong. What I've noticed is that on both sides of American people and British people, when they try and do an accent of each other, they do it really harshly. So say if a British person does an accent of an American person, it'll be way more harsher. Hey man, do you want to come down and have a... Hey man, you alright dude? I'm not very good with accents. Hey y'all, what y'all doing here? What y'all doing in my yard? Forget that. And the same will go if an American does it of a British person. Why hello there, how are you today sir? Very well. Would you like a cup of tea with that? Jolly good. What advice can I give Americans who want to come to England? Firstly, expect people to be less responsive to you. And by that I'm not saying people here are more rude or more friendly. Definitely not more friendly. People here will be nice. People here are more or less receptive in terms of if you try and interact with a stranger. Culturally, to put yourself out there forward straight away, some people can't really handle that well here. Number two, if you ever visit England, you probably are going to visit London. And I always tell everyone who's American, I always tell them to go out and visit the small cities. because that's where you're really going to experience the culture. And I think if you really want to get a sense of England, you need to avoid the London massive attraction sites. Because here's the truth, over where I live, every 5 stops there isn't a London bus going around, and unfortunately there's not a Big Ben around or a Tower of London. So if you do go London and you're only stuck in London and you can't really go around, places I recommend that you visit are the less central areas. Another thing is that you're not obliged to give tip to waiters here. I know in America that it's really looked upon as you have to give tips to people. Over here you don't really have to do that. I mean, it would be nice, you know, to tip someone. I love getting tips, I do deliveries. You won't go to prison, okay? So in the comments below, Americans, you tell us what you think of the British accent. And if you're from England, tell Americans what you think of their accent. Also, tell me what's so culturally different from England compared to America, because in the top of my head when making this video I really couldn't think of anything. So that's it, bye!